In total, I have 9 sources of income, and in today's video, I'm covering the last 3. As a bonus, I'm actually going to reveal my latest venture, which will take me to 10 streams of income. I'm going to cover how I'm partnering with my staff, as well as a service provider, to further empower the people in my life that have demonstrated an interest in making more money. On this channel, I talk about living globally and how to afford it. My name is Carl Pierre, and this is ENTP Life. Back in 2009, when the market crashed, I got introduced to stock trading. From time to time, I share little bits and pieces on trading and how I approach the market right here on the channel. As a result, I get asked all the time to put out trading courses, and now that too is in the works. If you're interested in stock trading, DM me stocks on Instagram or shoot me an email at stocks@entplife.com so I can keep you informed when that program releases. To be clear, I'm not a long-term stock investor, I'm a swing trader. You might be thinking, what's the difference between being a long-term investor and a swing trader? A long-term investor is, as it implies, people who are in positions or who own stock for a long period of time. Sometimes these people are investing for stock price appreciation. Other times they're in it for dividends and price appreciation. I don't think anybody's not into the stock market for price appreciation. On the other hand, a swing trader is someone who is buying and selling stocks or options, hoping for short-term movements or big moves over a short period of time. By big moves, I'm meaning maybe moves of anywhere from 8 to 20% over a few days or a few weeks. And the way that swing traders kind of participate in the market is primarily by using technical analysis, looking at charts, identifying the stocks that are being accumulated and being traded by institutions on a high level, which is usually what pushes prices a lot faster. And they also use some technical review or some fundamental review, I should say, regarding the underlying financials of that business. The two combined put you in a real good position to make money from being in stocks for a few days to a few weeks at a time. I personally do not like to be in the stock market for a long time. My background is in day trading, so being in stocks for days to weeks is a long time for me. I got away from day trading because that's now really powered by the algorithms, and I don't recommend human beings trying to compete with computers in the stock market. It's a losing proposition. My 8th stream of income is the result of covering my journey to live globally. I've started an expat relocation service focusing first on folks who want to get a long-term visa in Colombia. I live part-time in Medellin, Colombia. It's where I've built pretty much most of my team for ENTP Life. They're working out of my Medellin office. I have a couple other workers who are there as well for some of my other companies because I do have a lot of outsourced staff. It helps keep costs down and so on. But in order to be there for more than 6 months in a year and not really just using your tourist visa, you have to earn long-term residency. Now you can do this in a few different ways, from now applying for a nomad visa to building a business there or investing in a large real estate purchase. And large, by large, it's not that big. It's about $150,000 spend to own real estate in Medellin or in Colombia, and that qualifies you for residency as well. I've gone through this process and I was working with an attorney, and there were a few things about his process that I didn't like. This was an American guy out there. It just seemed that his organization was very disorganized and dropped the ball multiple times. Now, I'm not going to just outright blast him here and even promote him, but it's what got me thinking, why not do this myself and have people on my team help other people who are interested in relocating to Colombia. Now, a lot of people have seen my videos on Medellin, Colombia. It's a city that I really love. I talk about the pros, the cons, what my experience has been, building a business there, etc. And there's a lot of people who reach out to me saying that they're thinking about relocating too. If that is you, make sure you reach out. You could use info@entplife.com, or you could go to my website and get more information on how we can help you with relocating to Colombia. My last stream of income is the one that connects my love for travel with my expertise in real estate, and that's short-term vacation rentals on Airbnb. I started investing in Airbnbs in 2019. I was a little late to the game, and I started with a studio apartment, and that studio apartment has now turned into more than 9 Airbnbs. As of today, the count may be a lot higher from the time that I've recorded this, and it's a business line that I really like. For me, I invest in Airbnb in 2 ways: through rental arbitrage, which is a rent-to-rent strategy where you are leasing a building or a apartment, and relisting that on Airbnb and making the spread between what it costs you for the apartment and what you're generating on Airbnb. I also own properties that I have on Airbnb, and that's in Italy, in the United States, and I'm going to be actually doing more of those sort of projects throughout the world in cities that I really find to be compelling and worth investing in. Now, what strategy do I prefer? I prefer to own real estate just because there's the long-term benefit to that. And rather than renting out those apartments at market rate, I'm able to make usually twice as much money on Airbnb than I would just renting it out to the general public. But I do like the rental arbitrage side of things because it allows people who may not have a lot of money to buy real estate to get into the Airbnb business. And it's a good way for you to start building money to help you potentially support your global lifestyle or building enough cash to start buying and accumulating your own real estate. For example, I have apartments that I started with just $10,000 that make about $2,000 a month. Now, that's a really good return on investment if you're doing things and picking the right sort of properties. Now, I covered in previous videos that I also do course sales, and I've really been thinking about trying to do an Airbnb course. I see that there's a lot of creators or people who are in the Airbnb space who that's their entire focus, Airbnb, etc. And they have their approach, I have mine. But there's people who follow me and who are interested in my teaching style and like how I work with people, and this is going to be no different. I'm planning on putting out a course as well as opening up investment opportunities to the public, people who may not want to do it themselves, to get involved in my next projects. I'm going to be doing Airbnbs in Colombia, in Italy, and probably in key markets in the United States that I find really interesting. So if you want to work with me or you're interested in joining that program at some point, just email me at invest@entplife.com and I'll be able to send you more information on that. So to recap, I have 9 income streams. They are home healthcare and healthcare staffing, real estate investing. The third is ad revenue from creating content, followed by online course sales. The 5th income line is software sales. OnTime ITS is my custom software for home care and nursing agencies. If you want to see what that's all about, visit www.ontimeits.com and request a demo. Number 6 is my consulting company, Passive Workforce, which helps people get into healthcare entrepreneurship. There we offer full service agency setups so you could go from the bedside to the owner's suite by starting your own nursing agency. Lucky number 7 is stock trading. Number 8 is my Expat Relocation service, and for number 9 is Airbnb vacation rentals. At the top of the video, I said that I'll be revealing my 10th stream of income. For number 10, the new venture is niche-specific virtual assistants for the healthcare industry. Like most of the businesses that I've put together, the way that I actually start a new business is by listening to the problems of the public or of existing customers. So I have Passive Workforce, which is the program that helps people get into the nursing business or into the nursing agency business. And a lot of the people who are getting started are healthcare professionals. So their entire training has always been biology and health and healthcare. And they don't really know much about business administration, and they've never had other jobs, believe it or not, outside of being a caretaker. So coming into a space like a nursing agency where there's payroll, where there's billing, where there's the management of employees and employee records and human resource work, they get a little intimidated by it all because their skill set is not that. As a result, I get a lot of inquiries about, hey, do you have anybody that you can refer me to or introduce me to that has virtual assistants that can help me? And what I do know about working with virtual assistants is that they perform as well as you train them. So I got to thinking with one of my buddies who owns a firm, why not put together a program where he has the infrastructure for whipping up the resources, but I have the knowledge base for teaching them about home healthcare, healthcare staffing, and other healthcare businesses, and making a program that we educate his existing VAs to be high caliber, niche-based workers that would work for my clients and other healthcare companies. And together, we're launching this new program, and there's going to be more information coming out on the channel about that. So if you are the type of person who is in the healthcare space, you own a home care agency, you own a nursing agency, or you're thinking about getting into it, you're going to be able to contact me and get trained, competent resources that is going to allow you to kind of onboard and scale your businesses a lot faster, because you're not going to have to be too worried about training them and getting them to understand the industries that we're in. This is episode 3 of the installment. If you haven't seen the full story on how I built 10 streams of income, you should start right here.